All right, that's up and running. Now I'll let the city know that we are live. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. All right. Well, that's live. That's good. One more team. Ain't it some? How they have elite members just jumping through hoops now to get their rep boost. Meanwhile, us Rise players done got our boosts like ASAP 2 seasons in a row. What up, Kentrell? Raylo, what's good, man? Summon or Suman, what's good? What's good? Easy Money, what up? Ricky Barnes, Mikey, what's good, y'all? Devo, what it is? Let me move my chat over. Give me 1 second. I think I'm gonna move it to this screen. No, I'm moving it back. Just gotta move it to the right here. There we go. All right, Javon Taylor, Carton, RGB, Monkey Paul, what it is, Casual Hood, IQZ. I see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, man, y'all see the title. Let's put it in the chat. Let's put it into the chat, the live stream chat. How many of you guys play for Elite and you already received your boost? Sound off. What's good, y'all? I thought it was bugging. I don't think I got the boost. It is what it is, though. New Job said he hasn't got it. What up, Miles? What's going on, man? Marcus, I see you. What's good? Good morning, Coach Z. You already know the vibes. Appreciate you being here. Good morning. Good morning. How many of y'all got y'all boost, man? I'm waiting. Come on. Man, why are they doing this? Nada, no boost. Yeah, put it in the chat so that way 2K can see this. Put that joint in the chat. If you haven't gotten your boost, sound off. You know, you hype up this event. It's one of the, you know what's crazy, y'all? You know what bothers me? We're going to explain how to get your boost, though. We're going to explain. But you know what bothers me? First of all, it's possible that everybody's going to get the boost that they deserve for Elite. But what bothers me is we hype up the whole affiliation battle. It's probably one of the main topics that keep the community interested. If you're a member of the 2K community, it's probably one of those main topics that keep you interested. If you were an elite member over the last 2 seasons, you probably weren't nearly as hyped because Rise was dominating and it was a close battle this past season as well. So, you know, it keeps everybody on their toes. They go out and they play these events. They know that there's an end goal here like that. That boost to your rep is hella significant. And there's certain rewards behind certain rep levels that you guys are chasing. You know, I wanted particular animations. I was chasing my rep. So you guys are heavily anticipating this rep when you see, you know, everything leading up to them announcing who wins the affiliation battle. You know, there's heavy anticipation there from all 2K players. We're all just sitting, waiting. Am I going to get the boost? Am I going to get the boost? And that's the thing you mess with 2K. Like, they're playing with 2K players' emotions, is what I'm saying. If 2K had their finger on the pulse, they would know not to mess with Red Bulls, just like they don't like nobody messing with their VC. In the same way, they don't like people messing with their VC. You know, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, over the last few, well, not over the last few years, there were some years ago, there were ways in which we would do VC glitches so we could get VC for free. And there was some good VC glitches throughout the year, but 2K, they got hip to it real quick. And you know, now you can't get nothing off. When it has to do with VC, you already know you can't get nothing off. Well, that's the same exact way the actual 2K player feels about his rep. Don't mess with that man's rep. We are like, the players who take it serious are investing tons of time rearranging their whole life. And I know I'm yapping here, but it's necessary. It needs to be said. Maybe people will clip it and share it. It needs to be said because the players who went, like, I used to take 2K real serious back in then when I was going for legend runs. Don't mess with my time on 2K. Don't mess with my time. So if players are taking this legend grind serious, the last thing you do is mess with their rep because they're spending hours upon hours. We're talking about like day job, overtime type of hours, 60 hours a week, 40, 50 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? So you go and mess with their rep. Their rep means if they get a boost to their rep, then they know that they can save themselves a significant amount of time as well. They get a little leeway there, like breathe easy. I got a rep boost. And that's what 2K play with. You telling me that's what 2K play with, and don't tell the community nothing. In fact, the good homie All City Big Heck just mentioned to me, or just mentioned to us in our admin chat in Discord, that somebody asked Evan about the rep boost. Somebody had inquired with Evan, like, yo, what's going on with my rep boost? I'm elite. First of all, if you go onto the 2K Discord, go into updates, you'll see tons of players just inquiring about rep boost. But they asked Evan. Evan said, give it 48 hours. It's already past 48 hours, so the good homie All City Big Heck just reached out to him and inquired, there's like within the last hour or so, and inquired, did you get your rep boost? Negative, coachy. So they're not even like, what I'm saying here is they're not even filling in the folks that are tied. Evan is probably like the closest thing that we got to a community manager right now, him and Stacks. So, you know, they're not even letting them know. The people who serve as a liaison between the community and the company, they're not even letting them know what's going on with the rep boost. And I know some of you guys are like, well, what the hell is going on with the rep boost, which we're going to show you right now. Let's pull it up and we'll talk about it. 222 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. By the way, if any of you guys are new here, I know some of you forget. We still got goals. We're trying to hit 110,000. We're almost there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I'm going to pull up the image right now and slide on over. This is supposed to be the 2K support ticket that's circulating throughout the 2K community. Now, when Rise won the affiliation battle over the last 2 seasons, within 24 hours, both times I got my rep boost, and I barely participated in any of the affiliation events. Matter of fact, last season, I didn't even think I was going to get it because I didn't think I participated in any event. But I did indeed get it, so I must have played in some. Anyway, this is the support ticket that's circulating. It says, hey there, thank you for reaching out to 2K support. Please be aware that we've made some changes for reputation boosts this time around, as players no longer receive a reputation boost at the start of each season. Yeah, I know some of y'all fuming. Some of y'all like, hell nah, this is BS. I spent all this time. Anyway, let me keep going. Slow down. Says here, these rep bonuses are being applied to eligible players who contributed to previous events as brand new affiliation attire. So you're like, they replacing my boost with a shirt? Hold on. No, Rise didn't win. Elite won. Eligible players will now be receiving the affiliation shirt over the next 48 hours. So you're going to get a shirt in your inventory. This will appear in your inventory as a shirt with the season winners on the front. You'll need to wear this shirt during the affiliation exclusive event to earn that additional 2 times rep on January 15th. Now, there's still some things lost in Confucius. This is what's going on. Now, people aren't understanding and they don't know if you're only going to, like, if elite players are going to have to, throughout the season, play in these events to get their 2 times rep. Although the next paragraph down did say that all players in the affiliation that won, all players will receive the same amount of rep. So we're uncertain right now. The 2K community is like in limbo because there isn't much clarity. Hopefully Evan or Stacks could bring some clarity to this issue because people are thinking that you're getting the t-shirt and then you're going to still have to continue to play throughout the season to get your double rep for each one of the affiliation events. Well, it could mean, at least from this last paragraph here, that if you do on January 15th participate in the event with your t-shirt on, then your rep boost will be applied. And maybe you'll get the whole rep boost just like Rise members got. But what sucks is if you are, say, one of the people in Elite that were grinding these events throughout season 3, What sucks is what if you're busy on January 15th? What if something's going on in your life that you can't participate on January 15th? Do you still receive your rep boost? It says here, this will appear in your inventory as a season winners on the front. You'll need to wear this shirt during the affiliation exclusive event to earn that additional 2 times rep on January 15th. No. This has nothing. I haven't even mentioned Rise not one time, y'all. Rise lost the affiliation battle. The homie said, like, I'm busy on the 15th. And it took 3 days for my boost season 1. He said, I'm Rise. Yeah, it did take a little while for some folks. I don't know. We don't know what the hell this is. There's a 2K support ticket that's circulating through the 2K community as to why elite members have not received their boosts. To add insult to injury, the fact is there's no elite member that says they got their boost. Had this been over the last 2 seasons, you would have inquired, or I would have made this same video about Rise members not getting their boost. You would have had a bunch of people in this chat right now. There's 289 people in here right now. It's only going to grow. But you would have had a bunch of Rise members saying, I got my boost. I got my boost. I would have been saying, I got my boost. But there's nobody in here saying, hey, I got my boost. Nah. So it's like we're here trying to figure out what's going on. 2K is not transparent. They're not keeping us updated. I checked the 2K Discord to see if they sent out any announcement about boost. The last we heard, the good homie All City Big Heck just let me know that Evan did in fact tell someone, another member, another community member, to wait 48 hours. Just give it 48 hours. It'll show up. The good homie All City Big Heck just contacted that dude about an hour ago with this within the hour to see if that dude did indeed get his boost. And he said, nah, I still haven't gotten it. The homie said, KO said, we got scammed. Why they do this to Elite, though? Like, they couldn't have picked the worst. Kimberly said, I'm mad as hell. They couldn't have picked the worst thing to play with, which is boost. Like I said, that's a 2K player's VC. Your rep boost is like a 2K player's VC. You don't mess with nobody's rep. People are going to be pissed. And then it's the first time that Elite actually wins it. You know what's crazy is that a lot of this stuff has always been about bragging rights. Even back then when we had the affiliation championships and stuff like that, it's always been about bragging rights. So you got a bunch of elite players right now, because the conversation was already happening for weeks leading up to who was going to win. The conversation in the 2K community was, hey, they're going to hand it. I bet they're going to give it to Elite. I bet they're going to, how many of y'all feel like that? Sound off in the comments. I bet they're going to give it to Elite. Yo, who won? Yo, who's going to win? What's the lead? People were angry that the percentages always look close. So I remember seeing it at 49-49, then 50-50, then 51 to 50, then 51-51, and it just kept going. 52-52, just kept going. And, you know, people, I have been saying that Evan mentioned they were supposed to put a decimal point so the scores didn't look so close. They ended up putting the decimal point like damn near at the very end, and it showed that it showed Elite was winning. So Elite ends up winning the battle. So what I mean is, if 2K had their finger on the pulse and they were connected with the 2K community, they would understand what this means to the 2K community. They would understand that you don't play around with the rep. They would understand that you make sure you announce the winners and that you give them what they won, because this is what keeps them motivated. And it encourages them to play the next season's events. Do you get what I mean to say? This is what keeps them motivated there. If you start messing with that stuff, then players are going to be less inclined to play the next season. Now, this all may be water under the bridge come January 15th. Maybe January 15th, like this says in the paragraph, it says, you will need to wear this during the affiliation exclusive event to earn that additional 2 times rep on January 15th. Now, like I had mentioned earlier, there's some Confucius there. People are hella Confucius about this. Because some people are feeling like maybe this means that you have to wear that shirt every single event to get double XP for each event next season. But then in this next paragraph that's supposed to be right under here, it was cut off on this, but I have 2 screenshots of this thing. But in the next paragraph, it says something along the lines of everybody will receive the same exact rep. So maybe it is just that one time on January 15th that all of you guys receive your rep, but you got to participate in the event in order to receive it. In which case, over the last 2 seasons, us Rise players didn't have to do nothing because I didn't even think I was going to get a rep boost last season because I didn't remember participating in any events, but sure enough, it was applied. And I received a significant amount of rep boost. Why do elite players now have to jump through hoops? Why wasn't this announcement made prior to announcing the season winners? Why wasn't this announcement made during all these season events when you were pumping up the 2K community to challenge each other? It's the worst type of thing to do. Chris Allen said they didn't have these stipulations when the game came out. Why switch up now? Exactly. He said, imagine flipping a coin to join Rise and you have more cap breakers and VC than your friend just by luck. Affiliations shouldn't be there at all. Well, affiliation, I feel you, Josh Smith, especially if you're new to the franchise. But affiliations, the thing is that affiliations, they've been a thing. It's a part of 2K culture. So this is when 2K was pumping and it was hot. 2K was lit when we won. I think it was 2K16 that Rivet ended up winning, and we ended up getting that skyscraper that you guys recently they remastered the joint, put it into 2K. That skyscraper rooftop court. It was big hype back then. There was so much hype. So, the people who are closely tied to 2K understand the importance of having these affiliations and understand is, you got to pick and choose right. You may not understand it this time around, but within 5 years, you'd be like, all right, I know which one to choose, or I'm going to put a better effort, or you start gathering your homies and say, yo, we got to join this affiliation because we need to take them to the top. So you end up growing this closeness to the affiliation of your choice, where Elite might be losing this year, but next year, mess around, they'll be on top. And the way 2K will make that happen is that they'll offer like incentives for that particular affiliation to be on top, and an incentive that 2K players can't refuse. Just like that, everything will switch from Rise to Elite. So they people, the people who are connected to 2K. We 306 in the chat. It says it right here, Spark Zero, as to why Elite. Wagwan Jamaican, Wagwan 2King again. Yep. That's exactly what 2K is doing, 2King. Who would have thought that 2King was an actual verb? And it's not good. We're gonna have to turn, you know what? We're gonna have to turn that joint into we're gonna have to coin that joint the new replacement for stupid. Or it's what are you, 2K? Yo, you out here 2K-ing, bro. We're gonna have to that thing could replace so many words. Yo, this dude's a whole 2K. I don't know. I'm tripping. But anyway, again, for the folks that don't understand why you haven't received your Norman said 2K trash. You haven't received your rep boost as of yet. We'll read this off again one more time. Again, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. You can help us reach our goal of 110,000 subscribers. Definitely appreciate it. But it looks like 2K is making people jump through hoops. They gave out the rep boost hella quick over the last 2 seasons, and this season, for some reason, Elite wins the battle, and there's something very different about it. So nobody in the Elite affiliation has gotten their boost yet. They're wondering why. 2K did not even fill in the closest members to the community affiliated with 2K, like Evan and Stacks. They had no idea what's going on. This, right, what you're seeing right here. What up, Heck? What's good, bro? What you guys are seeing here. I appreciate you, God Lion. What you're seeing right here is a support ticket that's circulating through the 2K community right now. It's like the only answer that we have as to why Elite members haven't received their boost yet. And it says here, please be aware that we've made some changes for reputation boosts this time around, as players no longer receive a reputation boost at the start of each season. Don't you think that would have been good information to share with the 2K community instead of 2K getting flooded with 2K support tickets Me, a content creator, having to make a video about this to keep the community up to date. Wouldn't it have been easy just to send that out? Hey, fair warning, y'all. Just be patient. One tweet. That's all it takes. One post in your Discord. That's all it takes. Be easy. Your rep boost is coming. You'll get it on this day. Simple. No, 2K complicates the easiest things. Players no longer receive a reputation boost at the start of each season. Instead, these rep bonuses are being applied to eligible players who've contributed to the previous events as brand new affiliation attire. Eligible players will be receiving the affiliation shirt over the next 48 hours. This will appear in your inventory as a shirt with season winners on the front. Now, in order to get your rep boost, you'll need to wear this shirt during the affiliation exclusive event to earn that additional 2 times rep on January 15th. Again, where players seem to be confused, and like I said, things are getting lost in translation. We're not exactly sure of what 2K is referring to here. Some players are thinking that you're going to have to continue to participate in each one of these events, and during these events, you'll get double rep. But then on the next paragraph that's supposed to be right under this that you see here, the last paragraph in this post, it did say something along the lines of, and I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with you guys because I want to have hope for Elite, but it did say something along the lines of when you do participate in that event on January 15th, the next paragraph down says something along the lines of everybody will receive the same rep. You'll get your rep and everybody in the affiliation will receive the same amount of rep. So it looks like it seems like they are just going to give it all out on January 15th, but you got to participate. So if you busy, you better mark it in your calendars. If you busy on January 15th, there goes your rep. Trillionaire say, yeah, I'm deleting the game. I'm with Elite and I always participate in every event. You wouldn't know nothing about that. Hope for 2K means you finna lose though, my G. People are going at it in the comments. 302 in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. But it just sucks that, like I said, you gotta jump through these hoops. Have y'all, you know what? I'm curious with the season 4 update. How has like the latency and lag been for you guys while you're getting on? Because I've been, especially that first day, you get on the game and that lag. What up, Donnie? What's good, man? De Niro said it's my last 2K. I don't know, Brody Scruggs. You don't have to participate to receive. You don't have to participate in every single event to receive the rep boost. But if you contributed to like the percentage, like to the affiliation, then you will receive your rep boost. What up, Red? What's good, brother? But how has the latency been for y'all with the season 4 update? You see, Spark Zero said lag has been terrible. It's been terrible for me. We received some of the worst that I've ever seen. It reminded me of like 2K16, 17 days. The worst type of lag that I think I've seen to date with the newer version. Maybe 2K21 when they first dropped that. It was that type of lag. Buzz this. Matter of fact, I got to tell y'all about this. Buzz this. We get the All City team together. We go out and we're going to get some runs. Buzz this. This happened, I think, yesterday or the day before yesterday. Day before yesterday. We get the All City team together. We go out and get some runs. We see that the rec is hella laggy. It's like, damn, we can't even play in this joint. Like, it's really bad. And this every single player on the court because the other team was doing no better. You could tell that people were walking out of bounds and all of that. So we say, all right, let's go on into proving grounds. Bust this, yeah, bust this. So we take the team, we cross the block, go into proving grounds. The squad is there. We go into proving grounds. They put our young homie Mikey in a whole different game. And he don't even realize it. We don't realize he's not in our game, and he don't realize he's not in our game. He's in a whole different game, y'all. We're playing like the quarter. We see that there's still a little lag there, but we're playing. Mikey starts saying, oh, yeah, I'm lagging. So then Mikey tells me, bust this, y'all, bust this. Chris Allen said, yep, experienced the exact same crazy lag. But buzz this, yeah. Now, when we were going in, we all thought we was going into the same game. No problem. There was nothing that indicated we were going into different games. The way we realized we're in absolutely different games is that Mikey randomly, the way in which we're communicating through our Discord, as we often do. We use the mics in our Discord. So if somebody gets disconnected on PlayStation, we still hear them, whatever. We're not going into a party on PlayStation. Anyway, Mikey says, yo, City, pass the rock. Yo, City, hit X. Like, me and the other 3 people on our team are like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, yo, City don't even got the rock. He says, City, you're holding the rock right now. I said, what are you talking? Yo, Mikey, you are tripping. As if at that moment I hadn't touched the rock in like a good play or two. So when he's telling me I'm holding the rock right now, I'm like, ain't no way. What are you saying, bro? So bust this, y'all. So we keep going. We're both, between me and him, the 4 of us that are in the same game, and then him on the other game, we're hella confused, not knowing what's going on, and we're trying to see if somebody's trolling. We're not sure if somebody's trolling or not. Mikey's thinking we're trolling, and we're thinking Mikey's trolling. So I mess around and I'm saying, yo, Mikey, you in a different game, B. Yo, Mikey's playing a whole different game. I say, yo, Mikey, what score is it on your screen? On our screen, the score was like 23-6 or something like that. Mikey said, it's 13-2. We said, what the hell? We said, ain't no way. What the hell? You are in a whole different game, Mikey. Meanwhile, our players are moving on his court, and he's moving on our court. It doesn't say that he's an AI or anything on our court. We don't see no AIs until finally he gets kicked in. Now, there's another layer to this, is because over the last week, this has been happening. Over the last week, on 2 separate occasions, 2K has come. You know how I say us 2K players, we seem to have a lack of control when we play 2K. You see that happen often with animations. Well, this is the next level on top of that. On 2 separate occasions, 2K has taken complete control of my player, where I could put my controller down and my player is moving for an extended period of time, like a damn near a whole quarter, moving by himself. I'm sitting back with my controller. I'm telling the homies, yo, I don't even got the controller in my hand. And I see myself moving. I see my player just like normal. But it was like someone tapped into my account via remote and started taking control of my player and playing the game. I'm not playing with y'all at all. This has happened on 2 separate occasions over the last week. It was the exact thing. How many? Yeah, if that happened to any of y'all, let me know, because Lamb Chop said that just happened to him. We're not talking about taking control of your player for one play or half a play. I'm talking about putting my controller down and my player is playing. Somebody is playing on my player. No stops, no stalls, complete movement, as if somebody is guarding that man. Yo, he said, look at Lamb Chop, that happened to him in the machine. My perimeter will let people lock you up. He said, my perimeter. He said, that happened to me every day. Now, keep in mind, I'm not talking about just a play. I'm talking about a whole quarter take over your player. Brian Laxo said that happened. Yo, Troy said that happened to him. It happened to him yesterday, David Scarborough. I might have footage, but it's hard to display. That's what, you know what I thought? I'm almost certain I saved a half an hour clip. But it's hard to save footage because it looks like my player's moving. Like I don't play with a hand cam. So that's what I was thinking when I hit that half an hour save, to save the file. Because all you guys, if I was to show you guys, all you guys are going to see is a player moving. So it'll be just like anything else where I could have any clip and say that I wasn't on the controller. Like I didn't have the controller. I would have had to have a hand cam, or I would have had to be live streaming. I wish I was live streaming to say, yo, look, I'm not even touching it and put the controller down in front of y'all. So, it's tough. Laura Lee, do you play? I've been playing 2K25. I keep you guys updated. Throughout all my videos, I always keep you guys updated on what's going on, what I'm feeling about 2K25 if I start playing it again. So over the last week, I've been telling you guys about my journey with 2K25 and getting back on, and also finding ways to have fun. So yeah, I've been on it. Humble B said that happened to me. He said, I get a pop-up message on my screen saying switch to player names account. Then I can't move for a few seconds. I think it's 2K hacking me and watching my game. That's how it feels, pound for pound. For it to happen to me on 2 separate occasions, come on, man. You know how easy it is to hop into, like, if you're ever had anything to do with IT, you know how you could hop on someone's computer and remote someone's computer? Yes, Chris Allen said 2K gonna make itself unbearable. That only happens to me when I decide to play an NBA game in my career. Hey, thank you, Brody. Yeah, join the Discord, yeah. If you guys are tired of running with randoms, I don't know how you guys aren't tired of running with randoms. I don't know how. But, you know, you're looking for a 2K community. We have one of the largest 2K Discords outside of the official 2K Discord, the All City Discord. All you got to do is type in the live stream chat, !Discord. The link will come up. It's free to join. Come on in. Get some runs with some decent players. We host a ton of events. King Trini, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Said, so Rise can be get boosts. So now they are vet 3 easy, but we got to grind. Exactly. That's what's heartbreaking. I find it heartbreaking for y'all too. Now, it may just be that on January 15th, you'll get your boost. It may just be that. But you do got to participate in the event, as it says on as you guys see on the screen. The game has been hella laggy and delayed. Hella laggy. I don't know what's going on. I don't help me. You know what? Help me understand. Trillionaire said, I've been a part of Discord since 2K19. Facts been a minute. Appreciate you, Trillionaire. But I don't know what's going on, how 2K manages to get worse as the annual cycle progresses and they drop patches to fix the stuff. What happens? Thank you, OG, for posting the Discord link. What happens to, like, what are the patches really doing? What are the updates really doing? What could screw up 2K so bad that now we're experiencing unparalleled lag, like lag that we haven't experienced in the longest? Did you guys know that they made that DLC free? You know, the gravity ball, I released it in today. It's at the end of today's video. So I don't know if many people made it to the end of the video. The video was hella interesting today. It was fun to make. But the DLC is now free. So when you come out your MyCore, it is, if you came out your MyCore or you came out the main terminal, like the main subway terminal, and you make a left towards your MyCore, you'll see gravity straight down that alley, straight down that road, the gravity ball. So if you go to, you'll see a kiosk, and that's where you could buy stuff like for your player, or you just walk straight into the arena. When you go to walk in, it'll give you the option to install the DLC. It'll say free on it. Yeah, so nobody was gonna buy that. He said Gravity Ball takes almost as long as a reg game. Wow. I haven't tried it yet. I got it installed. So I did it today on the video, like, because it was the first time I ever had gone over there. So I said, might as well install it while I'm recording this video. I went into the lobby. I haven't tried the event yet. Like, it's not an event. I haven't tried the game mode yet. But it looks dope. Is it fun? Do y'all find it fun? Let me know if y'all find that game mode fun. It looks fun. I can't front. Definitely something different. They didn't get the automatic rebels. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Haunting. Salute, man. Appreciate all y'all support, as always, man. It's another scam, waste of time. That was just a money grab, right? They try to get us. Them putting the little thing free, I imagine it's going to stay free. I imagine, as soon as you put it free, you can't go back to pricing it. They will have to significantly upgrade the game mode in order to reprice it again. So, Gravity Ball might stay free, or they might just count it as a failed DLC option. I don't think they want to waste it. I don't think they want to waste the development of Gravity, but they got so much money, who knows? Uh, what I do, the reason why I'm saying that is because I remember how popular dodgeball was, and that was during my legend run. So I'm out here grinding to legend, and you got folks out here like, nah, I'm gonna go play excuse me, I'm gonna go play dodgeball real quick. Like, man, if you don't get up off that dodgeball court, well, that dodgeball event, little thing, whatever. Uh, so I could see them incorporating it into future 2Ks for free. You'll add the extra BS and background and slows the GPU down significantly. Consoles dumb down PCs. Facts, facts, facts. Thank you. Yeah, that's absolute facts. That's exactly why from back in the day when we would have like the different parks, whenever we went to Old Town, that was the laggiest park. Why? Because they had things going on in the background. And Agent used to make tons of videos about this exact same topic, telling 2K you could kind of just lower the resolution in the background at a certain distance so it's not taking up so much data. But they refused. They refuse. It doesn't make sense to have this aesthetic, this something that's pleasing as far as aesthetically pleasing, and the gameplay doesn't function because of what you're seeing that's supposed to be aesthetically pleasing. When you get on the court, the same thing that's supposed to be aesthetically pleasing, or something that looks nice, I should say, the same thing that's supposed to make the game look nice because of the background is what's making the game get choppy, and you can't even appreciate both gameplay and the background because it's so choppy and laggy. So, it doesn't make sense to me that 2K hasn't realized this by now. Stretch Pig, what up, man? It was crazy. People would hop off streaks. What you say? To play dodgeball. Yeah, yeah. 2K has to find ways to charge the remaining players, this P. Miller, so much money because less and less players are buying / playing the game. And that's not right. That's not true. That's the problem. That's the problem here. Is that statement is just untrue. More and more players are buying this game. More and more players are spending money on the game. What is true is that they're not spending nearly as much time on the game as they used to. But the 2K has no shortage, and they're going to break records again. That's the messed up part. 78%. 78%. of Take-Two, 2K's parent company's revenue is coming from microtransactions. 78%. So they market the game in a way. They market it in a way that keeps players. Keeps them buying the game. Like they'll buy the game, they'll try the game, they see the game is not up to par, and they just put it down. But you see, 2K has become a game that is no longer, it doesn't seem like it's no longer a game that you could commit to. It's like Evan had mentioned. There was a time where we used to have 50-hour-a-week players, where a lot of players in the 2K community were 50-hour-a-week players. Well, like Evan just mentioned recently, they now have more 5-hour-a-week players than they do 50-hour-a-week players. The good majority of the people play 2K about 5 hours a week. To a player like myself, for so many years playing 2K, that sounds 5 hours a week sounds insane to me. We put 5 hours into the first, put 5 hours in the morning of a day. Like, man, 5 hours. I remember having this conversation with somebody like a few years ago, maybe 2K19, and they was like, well, we play about, because he was saying how he was wondering how come his rep isn't moving, because I've always been a player that grind rep. Like for years I was a player that just grind reps, so I'll have the mascot super quick, you know what I mean to say. So he was wondering why his rep was moving so slow. So I asked how many hours a day are you playing. And he said, I play 2 hours a day. And he said it in a way in which, as if that was an argument for him to be, have increased rep. And, I was just like, 2 hours a day. I remember at that time thinking 2 hours a day, you ain't going to get nowhere playing 2K 2 hours a day. That won't get you nothing. That's how much we had to grind for rep back then. Because 2 hours a day, it was like, you won't never accomplished. You ain't even getting to mascot with 2 hours a day. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you, man. So there's a different take on 2K, and it's so strange because this year 2K brought it back to the old way where you have to really grind. But now players, they aren't as committed. They aren't committed to playing the game like that. But they have this whole rep system that says you have to grind your life away. Scooby with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you, Scooby. He said 2K is goofy. I was bricking every shot yesterday. So I realized 2K changed my settings to release. I've always had it on push. Interesting. That happened to our homies too. It wasn't the exact jump shot, but they changed up the animations in general. Like all his animations got reset. Do you think like 2K really taking over, like hopping into each one of our accounts? Do you think like when you go to sleep, 2K hopping into your account and playing on your player? Maybe that's why Elite hasn't gotten that rep boost. Maybe they probably hired a bunch of players in Mumbai and they ain't done getting y'all rep from when y'all sleeping. Bro, heat check don't even work, facts. Yo, them boys are trying to play while you sleep, but you guys ain't sleeping long enough, so they ain't get you the rep boost. They ain't grind that rep boost. You don't even know. This game, there ain't no more excuses for 2K. They're just saying. I think even the casuals that are watching right now, 289 in the chat, appreciate y'all being here. I think even the casuals right now are like, this ain't even worth my casual time. Like this joint ain't even worth my casual time. Artificial intelligence is definitely doing that as Chovito. Imagine Call of Duty charge you per loadout. That's essentially what 2K does when they charge you per build. I just want to have a variety of builds to mess around with without breaking my pockets. And you can, right? Like this is 2K's answer back. This is what 2K answers back. Well, you can have a variety of builds to mess around with. Yeah, but you need to grind your life away in order to mess around with those builds. Kill him, Kyrie. What's good, my G? If a college basketball game were to drop, Ronnie and Mikey would beg for our business. Did you guys know that college football game is like the second biggest sports title selling game ever? I think it's possible they took the #1 spot. So there is room for someone to drop a college basketball game. But here's the thing that I don't think a lot of people fully understand. I don't think a lot of people fully grasp this. It ain't by coincidence that there's no competition for 2K. That's not happenstance, y'all. 2K's numbers are public. So like their numbers are so successful. And for the people who are hella business oriented, they see those numbers and they don't even need to know anything about basketball. They just know success. They know what wins. So they see those numbers and they want to emulate it. They want to copy it in their own way. It's just business. They would want to copy it, so they'll go to like a gaming engineer school, get some of the leading gaming engineers, and tell them, let's make something happen. This is the type of money that a basketball game brings in. So they'll get the best. If they say they invest in hiring some of these engineers right out of school, get a little office, rent a little office for them to develop a new basketball game. That's easy money, millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. Why hasn't something like that happened as of yet? Because ain't nobody coming up under 2K without any word of that joint gets whispered throughout the industry. It's like 2K is the big boss. It ain't going to happen until you get there. It's got to run through them. Nobody's going to come up under, like behind the scenes and create a basketball game without 2K knowing. They will buy you out. They'll give you an offer you can't refuse, B. That's why there ain't no competition for 2K right now. He said it's a trillionaire said it's officially the best-selling sports game to date. That's that college football game. What I was trying to get at just a second ago was that there's so much red tape, and we're not even talking. We're talking about a college. I was initially thinking that 2K is so successful because they hold the licensing, and that licensing is something like $2 billion, something like that, maybe even three. I forget what was the exact number. But I think it goes even further than that. We know that's why people can't come up and make an NBA game. But what prevents them from making a college basketball game or even one of the leagues for college? You know what I mean to say? So that makes me think that 2K has hell extended reach, that they understand if they know that a game outside of sports gaming can affect their numbers, then they hella know that anything within the basketball genre will definitely have an effect on their numbers. So they can't let nobody come up. Nobody. What was that last game that they picked up? That was the closest thing, and they ended up buying it. It was like a park game, like an NBA Jam, weird, animated, arcadey type of game. They ended up buying it. I forgot the name that they gave it. But it's your money. Do what you want. I ain't no, but I just think this is what you know. What the homie said. The Nas said he making 2K sound like the mafia, and I don't even think I'm not thinking along those terms. I'm thinking that's how any monopoly operates. That's just how they stay a monopoly. They protect their interests. That's any business. They cornered the hell out of this market. Yeah, I know some of you guys are too young, and I'm not knocking y'all for being young, but I know some of y'all are too young to remember when we had options as gamers. There were multiple sports titles for each one of the sports. There were multiple basketball options, multiple football options, multiple hockey options. There were like multiple titles for each one of the sports. So I don't know. Was it called Playground? It might have been Playgrounds. It might have been Playgrounds. Yeah, remember they copped that. It was Playgrounds. Yeah, now we have no options. How does that happen? The reason why I'm saying this, the reason why I'm saying this as fact, y'all, is because, like I said, their numbers are public. So we already know there's a bunch of money makers out there. People like to make money who know nothing about what they're making money in. They just go into stocks. They see what makes money. That's where they go. 2K has a track record of showing success. In other words, a sports basketball simulation game has a track record of success. Of course, investors are going to say, well, I want a piece of that pie. Can I make that happen? But I want it to be mine. Like, I want to be the head dude. Of course, man. Of course, people have tried to come up under 2K. But why hasn't it happened? That's why they bought out Playgrounds. You see what I'm saying? Man, I blame 2K being trash and EA Sports. I don't know what they was doing with the last few live installments. Me too. Because I was a live player before 2K. But ironically, when 2K dropped on Dreamcast, I remember it like yesterday. If we go back right now and look at what NBA 2K looked like when it dropped on Dreamcast, it looked like a polygon boxy mess. The player models were like squares. But during that time, when it dropped, when I look back, and I can remember it like yesterday, when I look back, it was amazing, like wide-eyed, jaw-dropping, pause, amazing. That's how it felt when we got on it. And the instant, and I'm talking about the instant that I got on it, the very instant I got on it, never went back to live. DLC for GTA 2K25 feels like a DLC for GTA 5. That's City's first bill. You can't find it on this channel. Appreciate you, Hoax. 2K25 is the only 2K I see everyone agreeing that is terrible. Ain't that some that Jada Reela said that? Because normally they'd be constant. You know, now all you hear is the most feedback I get is, well, 2K25 ain't that bad. There's no argument that 2K25 is good. It's just a matter of the argument is what level of bad it is. Is that not fact? 2K on Dreamcast was so dope. Facts. He said we can't get that amazing feeling again though, because 2K is the new life. So I went back to NBA 2K24. You guys know I show you, I tell you guys I'm hella transparent on my journey. This year I went back to NBA 2K24 and the game felt amazing in comparison to 2K25. Not that is I didn't really like 24 either, but in comparison to 25, oh man, night and day. You'll feel the best way I could describe it is if you go back to 2K24, you'll feel a sense of relief in regard to like gameplay. You'll feel that relief ASAP. You're hitting all your shots, less pressure. You could sit back and you could drop 60 easy, no problem. It was hella fun. You had great games going back. But what is different, what is noticeably different, is the graphics. So it seemed like, from the inconvenience. 2K25 got so many things right outside of gameplay. So like the convenience of the MyCore, the compact city, the convenience of where everything is at, the ease of access, the quality of life stuff really got an upgrade in NBA 2K25, but the gameplay seemed to have taken a downgrade. Then there seems to be a reason as to why that has happened. By the way, 2K incorporated way more animations into NBA 2K25, and those animations are built on like I think it was Lily who had mentioned this, on a whole different engine, capturing motion through video footage, as opposed to the old way where 2K used to capture motion through players wearing a motion capture suit, and everything outside of the motion capture suit was generated digitally. Similar things like to inbounds were generated digitally through the dev team. Like they didn't have nobody inbounding the rock in a motion capture suit. So 2K spoke about this and said, now that they're able to capture motion through video footage, they'll indeed capture the motion of inbounds through the video footage of older NBA games. Ironically, now we have way more problems with inbounds than ever before. Add to that, we have way more problems with animating than ever before. It doesn't seem seamless. It doesn't seem fluid. There's instances where you'll have fluidity, but the good majority of the time is clunky. It seems like it's skipping frames at certain points. Like you'll go from like a smooth dribble transition into like a skip frame driving dunk. It's something off about it. And I think that's the transitioning. What's happening are those transitions between motion capture and pro play. That's what I'm thinking it is. I don't know if that's going to get better. We'll find out if it gets better as they get rid of all, which is next year is supposed to be the last year of incorporating pro play animations. So maybe when they finalize it, it'll get better, and maybe it'll be optimized by next year. But it's like we're guinea pigs here. We be guinea pigs game testing this. Imagine getting paid for you trying something new that hasn't proved to be successful. That's what's happening with us right now. We ain't paying half price for this game that's in beta. We are paying full price for a game that's in beta, and they trial and testing this joint on us. It is what it is. So elite members don't receive a boost. They'll get their boost, but it might be on January 15th. Homie said inconsistent. Bro, all events I played was so laggy and broken. Who jumps at jump shooter IRL? Yeah, still haven't received your shirt. Clothing costs so much. Beta testers playing to beta testers. Have you ever? Nobody. Yeah, it doesn't seem like people received their shirt, man. But on that note, y'all, I always like catching up with y'all. I started this live stream so we can catch up. $70 beta. You're right. Yeah, we paying for betas. Do you know what's crazy? If you go to like the PC genre, genre. If you get into PC gaming, those like the gamers play they don't play around. If your joint is trash, if some of these other gaming communities experience only half of what us 2K players experience while we play 2K, between error codes and weird stuff happening, like sending some of our teammates to different games, uh, lagginess, latency. The simple fact for us not having a ping to understand what type of latency we playing on in a game that wants you to be so precise that you need to time your shot within milliseconds, and we can't even see our own ping. Other gaming communities would have shut this whole thing down, B. I think they play on our ignorance of like gaming, what it is to develop a game, where other gaming communities, they're hella knowledgeable on like what it takes to develop a game, what should be in coding. And they know when the dev is being lazy. Like they know that ASAP. The dev took a shortcut here, unacceptable. Shut it down. Nobody buy that game. Next thing you know, the dev is fixing everything. The joint just happened to Cyberpunk. The joint just happened to No Man's Sky. They shut that joint down where PlayStation said you could get you could get your refund, no problem. We'll take that joint right off. How far will 2K go? 2K30? Sounds weird. Wondering how much we'll be paying by then. I'm gonna need a second job. I don't even think not being able to see the ping. Yeah. Ain't that something though? When you hear it, like when you guys hear it, you're like, yo, they tell us that they want us to, like, our green window is milliseconds long. They tell us this. But you're not going to show us what type of ping we're on? Like, we're not going to have an option to back out of a game that's at a super high ping? You telling me I got to be this precise with this type of ping? I'm going into a game that's 400 ping, and I got to hit my shot within milliseconds. Come on. You wouldn't be able to hit anybody in Call of Duty with a super high ping. If you saw the ping, I have a feeling that if we saw the ping, there'll be an uprising. There'd be an uprising. Folks would be upset as hell. So I don't think we'll ever be able to see a ping on 2K. But it'd be nice so I know, like, maybe I'm on a super high. Maybe this is why I'm missing all my shots this game. So I don't have to feel like it's me. You know, the good homie All City Tron, before I wrap this live stream up, he sent me a message of, so I was out there yesterday and I got off upset yesterday because, you know, one of my main issues in 2K games has been getting open as a point guard. I mainly get upset at 2K when I play as point guard because it's the most frustrating and the most rewarding at the same time. But when it's frustrating, it's hella frustrating. Anyway, one of my main issues at point guard in previous years has always been getting open. So now I'm a lot better at putting myself in a position as a point guard to take an open shot. But the struggle in NBA 2K25 is knocking down that open shot. Now my point guard, he's like one of the older meta guards, 5'9". Now they're taller. The meta guards are way taller and better. But even still, I'm playing in the rec center, so I don't take it that seriously, the rec. So I find ways against certain teams, I find ways to get open, take the shot, and brick. When you have a 99 3-ball, 99 ball handle, you're taking wide open shots, the joint feedback, whatever, says wide open shots, or you get open shots the good majority of the time. And you see all those red shooting badges under your badge lineup. Everything, damn near everything is red. And you got to be so laser focused to hit wide open. Now, me at point guard, I do take risky shots. It's oftentimes that I do try to like thread the needle, shoot right in between defenders to add insult to injury type of stuff. So I understand missing those shots. But the wide open shots with that type of 3-ball attribute and those type of badges, why do I need to be laser focused, like laser focused with a 99 3-ball? That's the stuff that I can't co-sign. I can't. I'm gonna blame it on the game regardless. Even if I'm slightly off. I've been playing 2K way too long to be that off with my shot that I'm shooting with these type of attributes and these type of badges, and I gotta be so focused. So the reason why I brought this up is because I got off in frustration yesterday, because you see how many badges and attributes you have. Wide open should be a knockdown. It's a breakdown of defense. Defense should never leave a 99 3-ball wide open. I'd have to insanely mistime my shot to break that shot, is what I'm thinking. How it should be. Anyway, the good homie Tron sent me a clip, which I'll share in tomorrow's video, of Igimo, one of the best 2K players out there, well known in the 2K community, saying exactly that. 2K is hella inconsistent with the shooting. Why he hasn't gotten off the game? Because he's not going to sacrifice the wager money that he makes. But he said even with a 90, he said it's difficult to hit open shots, but even with a 99 3-ball, it's still not guaranteed. You still have trouble with a 99 3-ball. This is one of the best players on the game. Now, I know his standards are way higher than mine in regards to like a miss. He probably misses 1 out of 10 shots, if that. But I was thinking that even if this dude says that one of the best players is saying that you're experiencing that with a 99 3-ball, what the hell am I supposed to do out there with a 99 3-ball? How the hell am I supposed to compete? So oftentimes, what up, love? Oftentimes I feel it ain't, oftentimes I feel like I'm not playing against my opponent because I'm killing my opponent in front of me. Like the opponent in front of me is getting crabbed left and right, B. He is getting, man, eviscerated, bro. But just the shot don't drop? Nah, bro. Nah. So those are some of the struggles. But anyway, that was a good story. I'm finna wrap it up here. 291 in the chat. This is, again, what you guys are seeing on screen on the left side. Well, I don't know if it's on your right side. But you guys are seeing the reason why elite players have not received their rep boosts. I'll read it off one last time before we wrap up the stream for anybody who's just tuning in. This is a support ticket, a 2K support ticket that has been circulating through the 2K community. It says, please be aware that we made some changes for reputation boosts this time around. Ironically, Elite wins for the first time, and this is the time that they decide to make some changes to the reputation boost. It says, as players no longer receive a reputation boost at the start of each season. Instead, these rep bonuses are being applied to eligible players who've contributed to previous events as brand new affiliation attire. I know I probably read that off too fast. They're like, hold on, what he just said? Hold on. They exchanged my rep boost for affiliation attire. What up, that boy? What's good, bro? Eligible players will now be receiving the affiliation shirt over the next 48 hours, which you guys should be receiving by today. This will appear in your inventory as a shirt with season winners on the front. Now, what you guys need to do in order to, he said, you're right, a 99 3-ball wide open should be almost automatic. I have a 99 old board, and those rebounds come to me almost automatically. Shooting should be like that. Facts. Hey, thank you, Official No Question. What up, Official? In order for you guys to get your boost, you need to wear this shirt during the affiliation exclusive event to earn that additional 2 times rep on January 15th. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is where people, like I said earlier, people are hella confused. They don't know if this means you got to wear that shirt every time an event happens, an affiliation event happens to get double rep, or wear that shirt for every single event to get double rep. Maybe that's what they could referring to. What a KB, appreciate you, man. Salute. So there's things that need clarity. There's things that need clearing up, and hopefully Evan or Stacks or somebody who's tied to the 2K community could share what they know about affiliation for elite members, because there's a paragraph that was under this one, this main one here, that says something along the lines of, after you do this, after you participate in the event, then you'll receive your complete rep boost. So that's what we're thinking. We're thinking that's the case for Elite. But there's also people who are feeling like, nah, you're going to have to just wear that shirt every time for every event so you can get your double rep, which will eventually equate to the double rep that Rise received instantly for winning the affiliation battle, which sounds insane to me. I don't know. Mad love to y'all too, man. Mad love to y'all. Always appreciate all the love, man. Salute to y'all. Blessings. Wishing y'all a safe and blessed rest of your afternoon. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do now. I think I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West. I've been trying to finish that game and it's pretty dope. So I might just hop on that game for a while. I wanted to go live, connect with y'all, let y'all know what's going on with Elite's affiliation boost, their rep boost. And if I hear anything else, you know, I'll go live again or I'll make another video for y'all. You already know the vibes. If you're new here, consider dropping a like and a sub. I'll catch you guys either on the next live